Hey everyone, welcome to another review. I'm Zee, this is my dad.
Hey, how y'all doing out there?
Today we're reviewing Menace to Society, released in 1993. What is your review of the movie? I know you love it, but tell them the review.
We ain't got a review. It's one of them joints, right? One of the best black cinemas ever.
I like it. It's good. Let's get into it though.
Oh, definitely. Go ahead.
The beginning of the movie starts with Kang, the main character, and O-Dog, his best friend, going into a liquor store to buy some beer. The wife of the liquor store owner, she's following them around, is roachly posting them like her husband is.
Yeah.
They buy the beers, and when they're about to leave, what's his name? The shop owner says something like, "I feel sorry for O-Dog's mother."
Yeah, he said. And your man said, he couldn't take that. You see, he threw the change on the ground, turned around, and got right there arguing with the guy. But go ahead, my bad.
He kills the shop owner and takes his wife into the back to get the CCTV.
The
kill her.
VHS, the tape, basically.
Kang is freaking out and dropped his beer, while O-Dog, while he's freaking out, told him it hit the register.
Yeah.
It didn't have nothing but $6 in it when O-Dog came back and opened it. So he robbed the dude's pockets and kicked him a little.
Yeah, he was just stashing the money in his sock because he used to, I guess, getting robbed and stuff. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
And they escaped. Then we move into some of Kang's past, back in the late 70s. His parents got together because his mom was pregnant with him.
That's what he said?
He said the only reason they got married. She was pregnant with me.
I thought you said they got together.
Both parents have a problem that they're trying to help.
I don't know if they trying to help it, but they both suffering from,
They're having a party and they told Kang, what's it called? Stay inside your room, right? But he doesn't. So he goes outside. So
Pernell and I forgot his homie name, sitting outside.
Pernell's like, "What are you doing out here? Go back in your room."
They young hustlers like up under his father. You see, that's why they outside with kind of like the older dudes inside because that probably ain't their thing. But go
ahead. One of them gives Kang a drink. O'Neill's against it.
Pernell
is against it.
Yeah, he's like, "Nah, man, you don't need no drink." He's like, "Man, get a little nigga a drink."
And then Kang saw his gun, so he was showing him while being loaded how to operate it.
I don't know if it wasn't loaded, but he was showing him how to aim it and.
I think it's not loaded for another reason that I'll explain later.
Okay.
Kang's mom come out and basically like, "Boy, if you don't get into that room, I told you to move with it."
And she did not tell you. Smacked him in the back of his head.
While later that night,
geek setting and she was geeking. But go ahead.
What's it called? Later in that night when the party's basically over, and his dad's playing a card game with some of his friends. A friend of his who just got out of prison, who owes him money, is not wanting to pay the dad back after he asked him that. So like, "Hey, what about that money? Can I have it, please?"
Yeah.
And eventually he gets to the point where he's like, "I'm not giving you your money until I feel like it."
Yeah, he said, "I pay you when I feel like it." The fuck you think you are, Ron O'Neil? Tell me I better pay or else.
The dad basically, Kang's dad pulled out the gun and he's like, "How about now?" He's like, "Go ahead, fire that."
He was like, "Go ahead, squeeze that shit." I did 5 years in the joint.
And he got what he wanted.
Yeah.
The other friend was scared. He's like, "Why you do that for?" He's like, "You want me some money?"
Yeah.
He's like, "No, I don't, but here, have something."
Yeah, go.
Later, we flash forward to Kang being in high school. He lives with his grandparents now because his mom and dad died. This is his graduating year since he's a senior. So later that night, he goes to a party with his cousin Hera, where he introduced more of the gang.
Yeah, cause he was like, it's Sharif, he an ex gangbanger turned Muslim.
O-Dog, America's Nightmare.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. Then he was like, who he said, Stacy? He said, yeah, Stacy always talking about going to college playing football up in Kansas. And then he was like, oh yeah, AWACS. He was like, he the OG of the squad. He said he been putting in work so long, it don't even matter. He just like to see other people put in work. Talking about them, the younger guys. But yeah, that's the basic crew. So
eventually it was like, I'm hungry, y'all want to go get out something to eat, right? But since the other, like O-Dog and them needed gas in their car, They're like, we'll go to the gas station, and Kang and his cousin Harold's like, we'll meet you there.
Yeah.
I mean, no, meet us at the food
Jack
place.
in the Box. He said, man, y'all going to Jack in the Crack? He's like, hell yeah.
Jack in the Box. But anyway,
we ate at Jack in the Box. But go ahead.
I never had a Jack in the Box.
You ain't? Oh no, that was me and Damo and your mom. That's you ain't go with us that time. We'll go.
The rest of them, like I said, is at the gas station, just a little up the street.
Mm-hmm.
Kang and Harold get I guess pulled over by carjackers who trying to Harold out. And since they're taking forever, while Harold's trying to reach his gun and Kang getting out, they killed Harold and shoot Kang in the shoulder.
Yeah, they.
And while the rest of the gang is trying to, speed down the street as fast as they can, save both of them, Harold was already dead. The carjackers already drove off, and Kang made it to the bench to lay on.
Yeah, he was laying on the bench.
They rushed him.
And wiped the blood off the windshield.
He came prepared. No, he came prepared.
He came prepared. He ain't need nothing.
Oh,
he had his gun. Because the car was already started.
Maybe I just came from how I saw he carry a rag. I'm like, he did not bring a rag. He already in his pocket ready for this.
No, he gangbang. He probably had a rag for.
I know it was just a car thief.
No, they get still gangbangers. This is how they hustle. You might sell drugs. I might work women. He might be a good gambler, and they rob people and take their jewelry and whatever else, and
But to keep it moving.
Yeah.
Harold is dead. Like I said. They put Kang in the car to get him to the hospital, but he's in and out since he's been losing so much blood.
Yeah.
So they're trying to keep him alive as long as he can. But in the next morning, he's up. The bullet went straight through, so his shoulder should be fine.
Yeah.
And Ronnie comes.
Mm-hmm.
She's a neighbor of Kang's.
Pernell,
baby
mother. Yeah.
She takes him to his grandparents' house and she told him, "I'll drop you off." I think it's a day later. Old dog comes over. It's like, "Hey, I found the what's it called?
The people who killed the jackers that shot you and Harold." He said, "You know where they be kicking it at."
I want to mention one funny scene that happens before Old Dog Tell.
What?
And it's because he's like, yesterday he was crying all that King him.
Yeah.
But today he's like,
"Stay up, King."
He's like crying.
He said, "Yeah," because he told him, he said, "We mad. You got all that blood on us," and that's what made Kane say all that stuff. Yeah.
He's like, "I wasn't like that." But the scene he was like, exactly like that.
Yeah, everybody was like that.
But anyway, they I forgot Wax.
Oh, A-Wax.
A-Wax is like, this is my car. I'm gonna be the driver. Y'all two go handle it.
Yeah, I mean,
he
didn't say that, but he said, "I'm gonna be sitting right here in the car."
He basically said that.
I mean, how you said it sound different. Like, it's my car. No, he just like, I'm
he
gonna be
wasn't saying
in
it
the
rude.
car.
He just saying be like,
he said, "I'm gonna be sitting in the car. Y'all go over there and handle that shit and come back." But before he even got to that, Kane was talking about, "Man, I don't want to be shooting no little kids and stuff," and they was laughing him out like, "Who the hell gonna be? What little kids gonna be outside at 12:00 at night?" He said, and that's when Old Dog was like, "Man, I don't give a fuck who outside. I shoot any motherfucking body."
I like it shows Kang is like
a little more mature than.
Not even mature. He's like, there's a point where I don't,
Yeah, I mean, I think that's maturity and I mean, he's more sensible to people, but. But go ahead. Yeah,
they killed one of them. The other ones out after they basically lit him up a bunch. And Wax came out. Wax came out. He's like, "Oh man, you good?
He said, "Hey, homie, you need some help for that motherfucker Desert Eagle. I'll put that joint all up in him."
And they got out of there.
Yeah.
What happens next?
It showed Kane waking up. He's like, "Yeah, we killed the dudes, but I ain't feel no different."
We fast forward a little. Nothing really big happens to Kane. He goes to a cookout with his family. He gets a girl.
But before
no, he picks up a girl number. What's her name?
Yeah, but that was before all that. Remember, he had went and got him a car from the chop shop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he paid the money and bought him a car.
No, that's after this.
That's after that part?
That's after the part I'm about to go to.
Oh, God. Because he didn't have...
No, him and Old Dog tried to rob, steal a car, right? Mm-hmm. But since the car, as soon as you see them come in, they don't see it, but you see a guard already calling the police.
Yeah.
And then the dog find Kane, right?
Then he said they went in and...
Since Kane had multiple... Well, no, he hadn't had no offenses, but since they tracked his DNA to other stuff...
No, what happened was...
Wait, no, my bad. He didn't have no offenses, so he just went to jail for, like...
No, what happened was he was 18, so they consider him an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Old Dog was 16. so they looked at him as a juvenile. But what made them hold Kane really is because when remember he dropped the beer in the store and his fingerprints came back off the beer and they questioned him in the thing.
That was all. I was trying to think if they actually sent him to jail or not. But no.
Yeah, he was in jail.
It
remember
killed
because the
me.
dude was looking at him and he was like, "What the fuck you looking at? You don't know me."
The interrogator killed me every time. You know you messed up, didn't you?
Yeah,
you know you messed up.
About, you dropped the bid. Yeah. You say you dropped it this time, and then the second time I asked you, you say you dropped it at that time.
Every time.
Stuttering like.
But then in Ken's mind, I assume it's after this experience. He's like, I just realized now they didn't have the tape.
No, he was just telling you in his head, like you said, it was afterwards, but he was.
They had nothing basically to hold him besides fingerprints.
Yeah, he
basically
didn't know no better. At first, he was just like, I mean, he did know better. He's like, man, they ain't had that tape, so they couldn't keep me.
I'm sorry, it just kills me every time. His face he gave him every time. You messed up.
Yeah, I
like eyes open.
Kane was scared to death. Like I definitely think I fucked up. But go ahead.
Kane gets out and he's sick. I don't know.
No, because he was in jail for like 2 weeks, and so he couldn't eat the food. And so he was sick. Yeah, because motherfucker don't want that jail food. But
now he gets a car.
Yeah, that's when he went and met the guy and got the car.
Goes to a cookout.
Before the cookout, he went and seen that dude. He said, I got me a new car, but I was riding on some bullshit. He said, I need to, and did the same shit that the people did to him and Harold. He went and robbed the dude for his rims, his money, his watch, and chain and all that. And told him to give me a hamburger too. I said, damn, bad motherfucker, robbing the drive-thru. Put them together.
And then he goes to a cookout.
Yeah, that's when
he gets the girl's number.
Yeah, he booked the girl, and she was.
What's her name?
Piece of shit. But go ahead.
Move forward. They all chill. They meet.
Sharif father came.
Explains why Sharif's why he turned so religious, and they were never against him. They just see
his father is a church guy.
Yeah,
he went to Allah.
Remember, all of them be like, I don't know their last name. I forgot. Like, why does Sharif always be telling us all this?
Yeah, all this and that. He said, Sharif's a good dude, and he said, I see Kevin over there trying to hide the weed.
That's what killed me. And they was asking the girl to give him a plate. He's like, that girl over there is a little slow with that plate.
Keisha. He's a nice size plate.
And when they finished the conversation, she's like, she's moving a little slow over there.
He said, hurry the fuck up. Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, bro. He says, I ain't saying the father said that. I'm talking about them. Of course, the father ain't gonna say that.
And then Kang, did he already do that? No. Then either before this or after this, I believe it's after, he goes to Ronnie's house, right? And he's playing with her son in the room.
Yeah.
And it's the exact same way that happened with him when he was.
With him and Pernell. Yeah.
It'll happen later too.
The first day was when they playing the game.
And then the season reason I think he unloaded the gun is because when he was doing the same thing, Pernell showed him how to aim it. He unloaded the gun. So
you assume.
Seeing.
But I don't think Pernell unloaded his gun. Because for two things, Pernell and them out there outside on the street. Kane is in the house, in Ronnie's house, with her son, and she know he in there with the boy. And like you was mentioning, from what they show in the thing, they kind of flirtatious with each other. So I think that's more of a reason why he unloaded his gun, because he wanted to know. I mean, she know that Anthony is safe with him, but I don't think Pernell was thinking that. And I'll explain that to you when we get later in the movie, since you said later. Yeah, I'm gonna show you that.
I just thought since he's picking up so many things, like Pernell's like unload the gun.
Yeah, but also Pernell showed him how to cut up coke and sell drugs.
Sure.
He wouldn't do that to Anthony. But go
ahead. Then a little later after this, Ronnie tells Kang, I got a job. But the thing is, actually before that.
Because she busted in the room and caught him when Anthony told him to get up. When she said get up and get out, I'm thinking, when I used to thought she was talking to Kane.
But she was talking to
talking to Anthony. When she was like, get up and get out, I thought she was talking to Kane. But she talking to Anthony, get out the room. And then, because she say, And why you
She was just said, "I'll break your telling."
Yeah, he was like, "It's not loaded." So she came in.
I love how he had to clarify first.
Yeah, he already knew she was gonna trip out. That's why I'm saying I don't know why he even showed him the gun. Cause he's like, "Let me see it." Remember they was playing Street Fighter? He's like, he tried to give him the control. He said, "I ain't talking about that. Give me the gun." But let's get out of it. She told him to stop giving her money. And
Kang and Chanel, not Chanel.
Ron?
No,
she told him.
No, not everything after that. His
but you didn't tell him what she said. She told him,
"Stop giving
in Atlanta."
No, not yet.
Huh?
Not yet.
That wasn't it.
No, that's after the scene about mentioned.
Oh, God.
What's his friend that's Muslim name again?
Sharif.
Him and Sharif driving around, right? Eventually, the cop pulled them over just because they're black in a nice car.
Oh yeah.
Get them in the back and beat them somewhere.
Yeah, right.
And then dropped them somewhere, hoping that they'll get killed.
Yeah, beat them up and then dropped them off in the Mexican dude's
being the
neighborhood.
But since they were actually good dudes, these ones at least, they'd be like, "Oh, y'all good?" And they took him to the hospital. Then she told him, "I have a job.
Yeah, it's in Atlanta,
and I want you to come with me.
Won't you come with me?" Yeah. Because when she said stop giving him money, he basically just said, "Ain't nobody in here paying no motherfucking bills around here." So, and she was like, "I don't want it," and he dropped the money on the ground and left. But yeah.
And then they go to see Pernell.
Yeah, because
he's been writing letters to Kane.
Because when he went in the bathroom and came out, right, and he's like, "Oh, you going to lay down?" And he was about to try to lay down. But go ahead, my bad. They went to see Pernell? After that? Okay, go ahead. Yeah, you right.
Ronnie
I was watching with you last night, so
Ronnie didn't have any
memory.
Ronnie didn't say nothing to him besides saying Anthony's good and stuff. I guess she's mad for him.
He said, "How you doing?" She said, "Good." And the baby, he's fine. He said, "Man, Ronnie, put Kane on the phone." He's tired of that bullshit.
But I like at the end he said, I guess sweetly, or softly to her, "I love you."
Yeah, he did. I mean, put it down. He said when Kane got on it, he was smiling. He was happy as shit to see Kane. Kane was looking all weird.
He was basically saying, "Kane, keep him away from all that."
He said all that shit I showed is bullshit.
I know you and Ronnie like each other. I'm fine with that. Go that date here.
And that's when he told me, he's like, "Man, how come it took you so long to come see me?" He said, "I ain't want to see you like this, like an animal." He said, "Oh, you think I'm an animal?" He said, "Nah, man, you like my dad."
You know what that line reminded me of?
What?
King New York. Why did you come visit me?
Oh yeah,
I don't want to see you trapped up like an
animal.
But no, he was like, if she said go with her, go.
Yeah.
Just protect my son.
He said Ronnie's a good girl, man. You know?
And I want the best for all three of y'all.
Yeah. So after
you can see that Kang was,
he felt better about that shit.
I also looked like he was gonna cry, but he lost his.
He was. You see his eyes.
I
think he shaded a tear when he was like, "You my dad." But go ahead.
You can see Burnell was definitely sad.
Yeah, we doing what we wasn't supposed to do.
No,
so
I didn't.
Go ahead.
Oh, I thought it was more. He's like, "We'll want that," but
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about, go ahead. We can stay in this spot too long.
Ronnie has a going away party. Ryan has a go away party. Her and Kang sit together, right? Did Zane see it? No.
Well, Ronnie and them, because you just do anything. Ronnie and them had that going away party. She was still, Kane still hadn't answered her about going to Atlanta. And that's when she pulled him up and took him in the room with her. And she was, before that.
I wanted to mention that scene. That's all I think.
What?
How basically again the same thing happened
with Anthony.
Yeah. While old dog was like, "Hey, can I have a little drink?" Kang was very firm on no.
Yeah, he's like, "Ain't your son?" But it wasn't really. Kang wasn't firm on it. It was Sharif. Sharif like, "This ain't your son, Kevin." He's like, "He ain't your son either." Yeah, because Kane was like, "Nah, man, don't give him a drink." And Sharif, old dog was like, "Man, watch out, man, About to give him a drink. And then Sharif like, "Nah, you ain't his dad, cap. But anyway. No, my bad. Now, that's when she come out and she was like, get in the house. The same thing like his mother. He's like, "Can I get a bit?" No, that was before.
Did she slap on the back of the head too?
No, she just grabbed him like, "Get in the house." And Kane, "I need to talk to you." And he's like, and that's what old dog like. She got that nigga in some panties. And that's when he went in there, went in the back, and she was like, "Did you think about what I asked you?" He said, "Yeah, I thought about it." And she's like, "Man, why don't you just come with me?" And he's like, "All right." And then she kissed him, and he wound up hitting her and all that.
And but at the beginning of the party, you can see this dude keeps hitting on her, right?
You talking about
what's his name?
Chauncey, faggot.
And she's like, I don't like that. The first time she was polite with it. Later, he keeps grabbing on her aggressively while Kane playing the game with his dad.
Because when they was walking to the room, he tried to grab her. What's up, baby? And then Kane was like, "Well," he said, "Oh, Kane, you know you my nigga." Like cock block him up. Yeah.
And so while they're playing the game, like when he was playing with his dad, at the same time, his son was coming. Anthony coming after him.
He finally.
He's like, O-Dog, give me the gun. I don't think no hesitation for O-Dog.
No, he said, yeah, go ahead.
Kang, you can see, again, unclocks it.
Yeah, he took the clip out of it.
And
he took
and beat him with it.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, Anthony comes out to see, like, Kang told his dad.
Mm-hmm.
She rushed Anthony back into his room.
I like how they show the house, like how you can see
it's just like one.
Yeah.
It's just like one wager.
Yeah, that shit looks sweet.
Then we go to Kang's apartment. He's in bed raining and stuff. I mean, he's raining. It's raining outside thunder. Like he gets a call. It's from the girl he got the number from.
His apartment. He's in his grandfather house.
His home.
Yeah, I was his apartment. They own shit. His grandmother stuff. And his grandfather.
He gets a call from the girl he got her number at the cookout, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's pregnant. He's like, yeah, so it's not mine. Let's come back later. Next day.
That's when he was about to he's about to leave out the house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why
O-Dog
was coming over.
And then the cousin of the girl who called him. But before O-Dog came over there talking about going to grandpa's house, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, yo. And Kang, he gives him like, oh yeah.
No, yeah, he's like, man, yeah, I'm Ron, whatever, Ronisha's cousin, man. She don't like the way you dogging her, I don't like it neither. And he was like, what? We about to fight over a bitch. And he's like, man, you better watch who you calling a bitch. And he said, yeah, you better watch who the fuck you talking. And stole him in his face, stomping the shit out of him.
Grandpa was like, Kang, come in.
Katie!
His name's Katie? Yeah. Or that's what we call him.
Call him Katie.
He's like, you're out of this house.
Yeah.
And you can see it hurt.
And he was like, man, he said, man, I'm leaving for Atlanta next week. Can I stay to that? He was like, no. Man, I hope you're not going to ruin that young lady's life. I said, Grandpa, piece of shit. But Grandma ain't want to send him, but she got to go with Grandpa. Yeah, that's my husband. I got to go with
Grandpa then said, I hope you change your life.
Yeah.
And I like how King did it. Instead of, being upset and stuff. I mean, he's upset, but instead of, throwing himself around and yelling at something.
Because they was in the house at first. And he was like, man, what you going to do? Do you care if you live or die? He was like, I don't know. Because he was like, Kevin, I heard stories about you. He said, man, God don't give a fuck. I mean, if God cared about it, look where we live at. Look where we stay. Yeah. We'll go.
I like it after that, but not to say on that. Mm-hmm. How he was like, my bad. As Grandpa came over, like, what do you mean about my house?
Yeah. But go ahead.
I like how it said, like, like yelling at Grandpa and Grandma, he just respects it and leaves.
No, this nigga was about to cry again. But anyway.
No, I'm saying instead of some people would yell, he just leaves respectfully.
What would they yell about? Nobody else ain't gonna yell. The fuck you gonna yell? I took care of your ass when your mother OD'd. There was some mother got killed.
I think there's other people in this world who would do that.
Yeah, well, them people need to. Yeah, they need to get what Kang going to get.
And eventually, Kang, leads jump ahead like a week. You said. Is that when he said he's leaving World Life?
Yeah. Because it's like the DA and all that looking for him. But before that, we didn't even mention that the reason they.
Oh yeah, that dude who came what's it called?
Yeah, Chauncey when he beat him with the motherfucking
send him the tape
to the motherfucking police
because
Kane beat the shit out of him. That's why.
Yeah, but the reason he has the tape is because as Kane told O-Dog, don't show around. O-Dog make copies and sell them. He got one of them.
O-Dog ain't make no copies and sell shit. They used to always be in Chauncey house. Remember when the white dude came so they can steal the car? Chauncey, they was in Chauncey Jump.
Oh, he's the dude who went outside and said,
yeah, come around here about 10:30. Yeah, black Nissan Maxima. Yeah, that's him. That's what I said. So all of them used to be in there. See, what the sucker shit is that fat nigga that Kane bought the cocaine from when he was like, man.
It's still in the house.
Yeah, he supposed to put the homies on him or crush them. Like, you gonna let them send the tape to the police? Like, you're a bitch too. But go ahead.
So they're all hiding at Ronnie's house. Oh,
they all? No, Kane is at Ronnie's house.
I thought O-Dog was. Oh no, O-Dog's like that friend.
They only there that day because Kane and them leaving to go to Atlanta. That's why O-Dog and them there.
No, I'm saying I thought O-Dog was with Kane. I didn't know too. But no, I forgot. He said O-Dog was going from friend to friend.
Yeah, O-Dog always living like that. You see, they ain't showing none of his people.
He's trying to say O-Dog, come with me. And he's like, nah, I can't do that,
He said, you a stupid nigga going there with that bitch. Well, with this bride. He didn't say that bitch. But anyway.
Also, at the same time, the girl who's pregnant, cousin, he's like...
You get with his homies and
get
all
the
that.
guns.
Mm-hmm. They coming around, they loading guns.
So as they're packing the van, you can see this, like, slow as it starts slow motion. So you see the car drive back, Kane's outside. What's the friend's name? What's the friend's name?
Kane, Sharif,
Sharif.
Stacy. No, Stacy inside because he went back in to get the last bag. It's Kane, Sharif, and O-Dog outside.
Yeah. And what's it called? Anthony's driving.
Anthony riding back and forth on his big wheel.
The new big wheel.
Came this morning because he ran into it. Like, damn, you gonna run into me again? And I just bought your new big wheel.
It is Sharif dirty. Sharif gets...
I like how they slow it down when they come around the corner, but once the guns stop firing, everything is just chaos. Mm-hmm.
O-Dog survives. He keeps moving back while he's shooting. Kang immediately goes in to protect Anthony while he's getting shot. Mm-hmm. Ronnie comes out the house after...
Because Stacy tackled her in the house.
She goes save her baby while Stacy's trying to...
She ain't save shit.
I mean, she's not... She didn't save her baby. She came out to check on him and get him inside. Mm-hmm. O-Dog in, shock seeing Kang just like that. Seeing his Sharif. He just...
Everybody hurt. I mean, Sharif crushed. Mm-hmm. But when he see Kane, he's sick.
All you can do is stand there.
Yeah, because Stacy keeps saying, get some help, get some help. He like...
But it's clear Kang's already.
I mean, he ain't clear he dead, but I mean...
I think even if they gone to the hospital...
Yeah, he was going to die. Once you that shit start coming out your mouth...
It was thick
too. Like that, yeah.
It was black.
It's a wrap.
That's the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.